To introduce myself, for formality's sake.
King Olulu,
that's all. Okay, so we're talking about the world of poetry and SWOT analysis for poets, but quick one, I want to share some thoughts, because some things came to my mind based on, the first lecture you had, and I thought, okay, let's quickly address it. The first one, come to the market with your seed, not with your need. I know of a poet that comes on social media to complain, not complain per se, but creatively complain, talking about things that are not working and everything. Nobody wants to know whether you have eaten or not. Let's not deceive ourselves, especially on social media. The only people that want to know whether you have eaten or not is maybe your parents and your family members. On social media, in all honesty, we don't care. We don't care whether you have eaten or not. So, when you come on social media complaining or letting us know okay, things are not working out, things are hard and all that, you are devaluing yourself automatically. So come on social media with your seed more or less with what you have to offer, what your value, this is what I can do, or this is what I'm doing, see what I'm doing. I'm doing well. If you are not doing well, the people that want to know will not ask you on social media. Even if they ask you on social media, they will not put it as comment. They will chat you up, guy, hope nothing, hope you are good, how far, and all that. So come to the market. The social media is the market. A market is where you sell yourself. Social media is a market. Come to the market with your seed, not with your need. Then you have emotional wants versus logical needs. Logically, we need to eat, we need to sleep, we need to, take drugs when we're sick and all that. That is logical. Your brain is working for that one. Emotional wants is your heart that is working. Most of the time, it's not all your emotions that are logical. In fact, practically all of the time, your emotions are not logical. You might meet a lady, we're all guys there, so let me use that example. You might meet a lady that is not good for you. But because one reason or the other you like her, you justify the reason why you should do it or why you should go ahead and date her. It's the same for poetry. Poetry is not a need, it is a want. So if you are going to sell poetry, you don't sell it logically, you sell it emotionally. You don't tell them it's good for you, it will help you grow, nobody cares about that. You touch the person's heart one way or the other. For somebody that has kids that are misbehaving, probably taking drugs and all that, doing a piece on drug abuse, you touch the person. There was a particular man that got in contact with me, that his wife died of, I can't remember the disease, asthma. And I told St. Rhymes, do a poem. The man was practically crying when he I didn't see him face to face, we were chatting, but the way he was typing, it was daily because it touched him. So remember, when it comes to poetry, touch emotions, not the brain. Sell it emotionally, not logically. There's this popular saying, when you go and get stuff, the tough, that's the line. When you go and get stuff, the tough collaborate. Because when you say they get going to where have they been going before? When you go and get stuff, the tough collaborate. That's what one of my mentors used to say. You collaborate. Collaboration is very key. Find people, just like Atilola mentioned, click is also a sort of collaboration. You need a community around you. You need to be in a community, either for you to get information or for you to get help. Once it's for information also helps you. So collaborate, very, very key. And then learn to go to the market. I got this lesson listening to Ted before because I was desperate. We need to get sponsorship and all that. Now I don't stress myself writing sponsorship proposal again. Why? You need to learn how to go to the market. You mentioned you wanted to. You have a site that you want to sell. It's a very good objective. You need to, because when sponsors that want to sponsor you, have you ever sat back and thought about where did they get their own money? They go to the market. It's when they get money from the market that they have money to spend on the event. Learn to go to the market. Learn to sell directly to people. The only when you easily and readily get, of course, there's the place of grace and the place of favor and man to man and all that. That one is there for sponsorship. But you don't know anybody, they don't know you, and you want to get sponsorship. The only reason why you get it is because you are established brand already, not because you are an upcoming brand. And for you to establish, you need to learn how to go to the market. I write. My first talent is actually writing before performing. So I concentrate more on my first talents than performing. If you notice, I don't perform as regular as people. I've left performing for a while. More into the background of organizing events now. From writing, I've got copywriting jobs online. If you follow me on social media, you see recently I've been doing an animal series.
Yes.
Somebody last night just contacted me for another copywriting job. I'm not a copywriter professionally, but based on how I write, people contact me for jobs. So it's a way of you selling yourself directly to the market. Instead of you're organizing an event, you want people to another. It's good. Write sponsorship proposals, but I can tell you, like she said 100 per day. I can even tell you sometimes it's higher than that. Some companies get more than 100 people. How many do they want to sponsor? How many do they want to read? And the truth of the matter is, for not all, because we have a sponsorship manager here, not all. Most sponsorship managers do not understand what it takes to sponsor events. Not all of them. Usually when the usual case is maybe the person is doing well in one department and can function in any other department, they post the person there. Most of them don't understand. Most of this lesson I had to learn it the hard way. When I was struggling and now went back looking for information on how can I get this, and now discover benefits, and it broke it down practically that look, when it comes to getting sponsorship for event, one, learn to go to the market, and then two, what you need more or less is private or individual sponsors, not corporate sponsors. Corporate sponsors will come to you when you are established. Nobody is going to try and experiment with your new events. And then another quick thought: don't wish for things to get better. You wish for you yourself to get better. The situation in Nigeria, we pray to get better, but if it does not get better, what are you going to do about it? Do you understand? So work on yourself. You can't influence the Nigerian economy. You can't influence the global economy. You can't influence oil prices. You can't influence inflation. What can you influence? Yourself. Work on yourself. Be a person of value. When I was talking to somebody, I said, if you don't get enough people to come for the event or to pay for the event, what's going to happen? I said, look, I'm not even looking at the amount of people. My target now is to do enough training, record all of them, put it online, cut them into 1 minute clips, so the key points, put them online. And then if you want the whole thing, you pay for it. Because why? No matter what you have, there are people somewhere that needs it. You have value. It might be in the raw state. You need to refine it. Just like Nigeria has crude oil. And we sell our crude oil ignorantly without refining it. They sell it back to us as refined. We pay more for refined products than we pay for crude products. Find your product, refine it. There's this law that says, I can't remember his name, I think that law that says 10,000 hours. For you to perfect whatsoever you have, you would have spent minimum of 10,000 hours on it. Do you understand? So you need to get better. That is why I write almost every day, whether it makes sense or it don't make sense. I'll write because I'm trying to reach that 10,000 hours. If I've not passed it already. So you need to find yourself, find what you can do, refine yourself, get better. When you get better, forget whatever is eating. Just like this saying says that no matter the scarcity or the famine in the forest, lion will not eat grass. It is meat lion will eat. It's the same thing. You can't go there and say things are hurting and start eating grass.